Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we are gonna do a lot of maintenance again. So right now it's the 9th of March. The first weekend of TF was this weekend and my car still isn't ready. So what we are gonna do today is I got this brand new water pump with the metal wheel instead of the plastic wheel. I got a aluminium thermostat housing instead of the plastic one that sometimes breaks, and you definitely don't want that on the ring. New thermostat and a belt receiver. So I'm still waiting on the seat console from Animal Racing. It should arrive today, so this will be a lot of fun to install. Finally a seat back in, because I've been going with one seat for 2 weeks now. So I also rebuilt the rear caliper that got stuck, so we can also put that on. Not sure if I'm going to do that today or wait. So the rear axle is also at the powder coater right now, so we can start that next week or the week after. As soon as I get it back, I'm going to start it. So yeah. Oh, I also got some sway bars, H&R sway bars that I need to install, but I'm not going to do all that today. Just the coolant stuff that we are going to do today, plus the seat, plus anything else I might find. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the car outside and then we are gonna get to work. So okay, first things first, I jacked up the car, and we are gonna drain the coolant first, so both on the radiator and the block, because we need to refreshen it anyway, so just get that over with. Okay, so we are going to start with the thermostat and the thermostat housing. We need to loosen these two hoses, and then there are 4 bolts. Oh, and it pulls right out, including the thermostat. Okay, so I've removed the thermostat and thermostat housing. Now we're going to move on to the water pump pulley. So we're going to loosen those bolts first. Alright, that's off. What we are going to do now is loosen these 4 bolts, thread 2 ones in and push the water pump out. Okay, so I put the 2 bolts in, and now we are gonna tighten them evenly. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the old oil pump. As you can see, the last owner already put in a metal one, so that's a big plus, but I don't see any brand on the water pump, so I'm gonna replace it anyway. I got the new one, so why not do that? Here is the new one. We got all the new shiny parts laying over here. Mele water pump, Mele thermostat and aluminium thermostat housing compared to the plastic one. So there's risk of that breaking off or cracking, and you definitely don't want that in your cooling system. And yeah, now it's just putting it on, I guess. So I'm gonna clean the surface that we are gonna put it on. Then I should look up the torque specs for everything, and then we can tighten everything back in. So yeah, let's start cleaning a little bit. We got the new water pump into place, as you can see the shiny part here. And now we are gonna move on to the thermostat and thermostat housing, and then we are gonna move on to the spark plugs. So this should be an easy job as well. 2 spark plugs in. Got the key. Yep. So that's another job done for the maintenance. Last thing, or final to last thing that we need to do is the seat consoles. So I'm gonna turn off the car and I'm gonna show you the seat consoles. They're very nice. So I think this is also the new model compared to my older one. So I'm very excited to see what these look like, especially with the sliders. So yeah, let's show you. Okay, today we are going to continue with the installment of the seat console. I did some test driving, had to stop once to open the bleeder screw. Then the temp stayed fine, so bleeding is done. What we're going to do now is put the pole position, that was my passenger seat before, back in with the Animal Racing seat console. And I got these E30 belt receiver, however you want to call it. So pretty straightforward, I think. I did it once, so the second time shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I'm very happy to get the seat back in because yeah, it's not fun driving on your own or not having the option to have a passenger. Yeah, let's get to work on that. Let's test the seating position. Sliders are good. See, it's alright. It could sit a little bit lower, but that's not my concern right now. So everything is bolted tight. How far backwards can you go? Like this. Plenty of room. Forward. Perfect. Perfect position. So I'm very happy about this. So right when I was installing the seat, I got another package in the mail that I'm gonna show you. So let's go. Camber plates. So I have M3 top mounts, but yeah, the max amount of camber you can get out of that is 2.5 degrees, which is not enough. So I hope I can achieve 3 to 3.5 degrees of camber with these. That's it. everything is bolted back into place. As you can see, the camber plates. The coilover is back in. Where is... Okay, this is the stock M3 top mount, and this is the camber plate. As you can see, quite a bit of height difference, so I think I'm gonna have to raise the coilovers, but I'm gonna lower it, or put the wheel back on, lower it and see where it's sitting, but I think it's gonna sit a lot lower than it used to be on the same coilover setting. So yeah, we'll just have to see how it sits. So let's put the wheel back on. So it's another day, new sweater, new day. Unfortunately, yesterday I wasn't able to keep filming because it started raining. As you can see, the car is super filthy because of the rain. But I did the camber plate on the other side. Not a big deal, just the same as on the left side. As you can see, button up. Still need to tighten them completely. And install the strut bar. Also the ride height changed again, because the M3 top mounts are a lot thicker, and the camber plate is basically on the old stance, but then a little bit higher, just a little bit. But yeah, that looks pretty sick, but I think I need to raise it again, which is good because we get more stiffness and not a way bigger ride height. So we're gonna put the strut back in, and then I'm gonna give you an overview of what's been done and what's to come. So yeah, just put the strut in and then I'll show you. Okay, now that's all buttoned up, I can show you what has been done. So camber plates, so we can tilt the wheel in more, both sides of course. Yeah, still need to dial that in perfectly. Right now it's just main settings because I'm not on a flat surface, but with the alignment we are gonna set it perfect. My aim is to get it like 3.5 degrees front, and then the rear just max it out because I'm still on stock control arms, so I'll just have to see. Also we did the aluminum thermostat housing, new thermostat and the water pump, and of course the passenger seat with the Animal Racing seat consoles, so they are fully adjustable, perfect. Yeah, as you can see, the same height with sliders, so it's easier for passengers to get in and out. The seat buckle is still temporary, I guess, because I am gonna switch to harnesses probably mid-season, because I spent enough on the car for pre-season already, so it's time to get some track time in instead of mods. So I'm probably gonna have to weld a bar on this height to the other side so the harnesses can go right through, because I don't, maybe I'm gonna mount them on the rear shelf, but we'll just have to see if that's a good solution, because yeah, not sure if I can. If I am gonna weld the harness bar, I also have to re-powder coat it, so, but it's for safety, so it doesn't really matter the costs then. Oh, and it starts raining big time, so I'm gonna close everything up. So yeah, more maintenance, more important maintenance. Thermostat housing, thermostat, water pump. You don't want that to fail on your car, or with the plastic thermostat housing, you don't want it to break or crack well under load. So here's the old one. And of course, a passenger seat is nice, and the seat console is perfect. So, and camber plates, of course, because I had a difference in camber left and right, and you definitely don't want that when you want a great setup. So that's it for this video. I think the rear axle from when this video is uploaded is 1 week away from finished being powder coated. So then we can start on that. The splitter arrived. I can't show you yet, but we're gonna put that on. Then we are gonna have to get the car aligned. I still have sway bars, H&R sway bars that we need to install. and then it's time to hit the ring. So very excited for that. The car is completely changed since the last time I drove there. So of course the weight got stripped out. Oh, M50 intake, and our sway bars, rear axle refreshment. So it's gonna be a lot faster, a lot greater, better setup. So I can't wait to show you all of that. Oh, what a great car. Oh, it's very windy, so I'm gonna go back in. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please leave a comment letting me know your thoughts on the project since we started it. I don't know if you watched from the beginning, but a lot has changed since this car first has been introduced on the channel, or I started YouTube. So yeah, very excited to see what the future holds. Big changes from what the car was to now, and more changes coming to get this car better, looking better, performing better. So please let me know what you think of the car, what you think of the camber plates, the seat console, everything. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.